right, everyone. So I'm gonna give you guys a quick spiel about the transits going on this week. There's gonna be a lot of intense changes because we are moving from Virgo season to Libra season on the 22nd. But before that, we are on Monday, we have Mercury squaring Pluto. And this energy gives us a tendency to read between the lines, okay, when it comes to any type of negativity, okay, any type of like strong negative energy, okay. And so we can be easily persuaded to be confrontational, stir up trouble, be suspicious of people. And even making like mountains out of molehills type of energy, okay? So it is all about having like this intense energy manifest into this reality and making sure we don't lose our heads, okay? We should try to avoid forcing our ideologies on others. We should try to avoid having those types of conversations. As well as being compulsive and even overthinking when it comes to the words that someone's saying or misinterpreting someone's words, okay? And then, of course, it does kind of bring up the want and desire to engage in conversation and get to the root of an issue, okay? So that's why this intense energy is happening, is that we want to engage in conversations to figure out what's really happening internally, because the words that someone is saying is probably not matching their body language, okay? So that's how it's going to feel for this Monday, right? For Tuesday, we have Venus quincunx Jupiter, okay? So for this one, there's going to be like a strong desire to just seek all the pleasures in life, like just to throw ourselves into what we desire or what we feel should make us feel good in life, all right? And so sometimes this can lead us to biting off more than what we can chew, all right? Like, you know what I mean, you guys? Like it feels like, you know, there's going to be challenges in our relationships with other people because of that, because we're biting off more than we can chew with this, okay? So we're giving people promises that we probably can't keep because we have this desire to make them happy, all right? And so that can really become an issue in our relationships, or maybe we have these higher expectations of someone that is really not who we think they are. It's like putting them on a pedestal when they shouldn't be there, okay? And so it's time for us to find a balance in between these challenging energies and really reduce our overblown or over enthusiasm about someone, okay? Like the image that we have of them, okay? Just really reduce them into being who they really are and stop fucking around and making shit up, okay? So it's just, that's what it is, all right? So we really need to take back balance and equilibrium when it comes to this and really find the middle road and take responsibility, you know? If we desire self-gratification or instant gratification, then we're gonna get that from people. It doesn't mean that we should make these instant gratifications or things a permanent thing, because they're not permanent. Again, they're just one thing and that's it, like wham bam thank you ma'am type of energy, okay? And so it's really important for us not to be consumed with this, because we really do want to, you know, be in the moment, okay, on Tuesday, okay? So the next one is Wednesday, and we're Mercury square Saturn. So here, this is all about the challenges that come in when we're trying to get to a goal in life. So from point A to point B, what's in between? All right, so there might be an obstacle because we probably haven't really looked at the bigger picture, or we're missing parts of the actual plan. Okay, so it's time for us to really communicate what we want and what we want to accomplish to whoever it is that we're working with. Even in a relationship, what is it that you want to accomplish in this relationship? What's going on with the future of this relationship? Really, really important to do that, because there's going to be blocks and delays to it if we don't really tell people how we feel or what we really want. So there's going to be a need to revise any plan. There's going to need a need to really put in like really good thoughts about what you feel and how you feel the future of a relationship should go. Or should progress, okay? And it's going to be really difficult to trust your instincts or your intuition regarding this right now, but don't second guess it. If you feel there's something wrong, there's a red flag that needs to be really analyzed or really communicated, that you need to do it, okay? This is how we avoid signing a contract with someone when it's not the right time. Okay, this is how we avoid getting into something when it's not the right partnership. All right, so the next one is Venus quincunx Neptune, and this is for Thursday. And so this is all about kind of like seeing what we want to see, okay, rather than what is true. Okay, so this is like the Piscean energy getting in the way when it comes to like how we perceive a relationship. Like, is it really that good? Are they really that romantic? Are they really the one? Or are we just seeing this because it's an illusion that we've made up about them, or we're just seeing this because we really want to be with someone right now and we don't want to be alone? All right, so it's being honest with ourselves when it comes to a romantic relationship and social relationships too, is being honest with ourselves and making sure that we know who the shitty people are and stop fucking making excuses for them. Okay, and really breaking through that, okay, that illusion, okay, and it's also, you know, really important to make sure that we don't freaking overcommit to something, or we don't waste a lot of time and money on people that we've just been, you know, I would say they haven't really proven who they really are to us, or how really committed they are to the relationship that we've had with them or we have with them. Okay, so don't fucking overinvest on these people. All right, it's time for you to see the truth about them. So the next one is Mercury opposition with Mars. So we might feel like we're getting triggered here, okay? And there might be verbal triggers, you know, there might be rude comments that we might say because of it, and we might be overreacting, okay, to a situation. There's going to be a serious lack of balance in the emotional center as well as in the mind, okay? So there's going to be a very big disconnect from mind and heart for this energy. And so we're going to be quick to judge. We're going to be quick to react, okay? Because of our emotion, because of our disconnect from our intellect, okay? But that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. That just means that there's going to be this buildup energy that we've had for a very long time, and it's going to finally be released. However, this does stimulate at the same time, even though, you know, it stimulates this furiosity, this fire energy within us. It does stimulate the desire to move forward, okay? The desire to really be productive, to really get yourself out of this shithole that probably is of this creation of this conflict that's going on in your relationships, okay, with others. So it's definitely like a push forward in the right direction, like a fire lit up under your ass type of energy, okay? So just be wary of that. Be ready. So next one is Venus says quadrate Chiron, and this one's all about removing and healing any blocks that we have regarding intimacy, okay, with others. And not just in relationships with others, like romantic ones, but true intimacy in allowing people in, you know, allowing people to know who you really are. Like, it's time for us to heal those blocks. It's time for us to really be honest with ourselves about how we perceive relationships, how we perceive ourselves too, because it seems like there's insecurities within us that are creating these blocks. You know, they're creating these walls. Because we've been hurt before, and we think everyone's out to get us, or we think someone's not going to be loyal to us because they're going to find out who we really are, or, you know, this negative victim mentality needs to stop, okay? And so we're really going to see this, all right? So instead of focusing on it, we're going to really need to refocus on a positive mindset, healing this aspect of ourselves, so that we need to really learn from it, okay? So learning from our hard times, learning from our heartache will be beneficial for this energy, so that we can move forward with better results, with better relationships, with better energy, okay? So it's definitely a time for you to move forward in that way of healing, okay? So let's go back to the moving into Libra season. So in Libra season, this is a very balanced energy, or wanting for balance that's going to happen. So that's why we have all this chaos energy coming in for the beginning of Libra season, because Libras are all about balance and justice, about reformation, about really building something more positive, okay? And so all this trash energy, all this gaga energy that we've been navigating through with other people, with relationships and things like that, are definitely coming to a head for Libra season, because Libra, again, is a desire for balance. And so there needs to be a middle ground. There needs to be a negotiation that happens. There needs to be diplomacy, and there needs to be acceptance of the truth, okay? So that justice can be done, all right? And so that being said, this is why it's so intense in the beginning of Libra season, because we got to get rid of all this junk and allow ourselves to be, you know, in integrity, to really walk in integrity, all right? Because if we don't do this now, then it's going to continue to cycle in and out, in and out, in and out with every single relationship that we have, okay? Even romantic relationships, like even friendships, you're going to continue to have the same lessons with different people. We're going to continue to have the same bullshit energy, gaga energy with different people if we really don't face our shadows now. Okay, so that's what's happening this week, you guys. So be ready for that. Be ready to do some shadow work. Be ready to let go of those nasty people in your life and really choose to walk the middle road. Really choose yourself, okay? Really choose to be real with yourself, okay? No more illusions, no more putting people on a pedestal, okay? It's time for you to be truthful with what's really happening with yourself and others, okay? So that's all I have for you guys. So we're gonna go ahead and begin our readings now. All right, Sagittarius, here we have your reading for the week. We got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I have in my hand the energy for the week. So we have the Muerte, the death card. And so this is not something negative, you guys. This is something fucking necessary. This is the ending of something that has been cycling through for a very long time, possibly since like 2 years ago when it comes to where you're headed, okay? So maybe you didn't make up your mind regarding what career you wanted to pursue. Maybe you're a student and you're still not, you know, understanding or you don't know what you're passionate about, Sagittarius. That's what it feels like. Or maybe there's something that you're passionate about, but you don't know how that's going to be applicable to the way that you make money or how the future's going to look. Okay, maybe there's a hesitation on that part because you might not have funds, or you might feel like this is not going to be supportive of your lifestyle or the lifestyle that you want to move into. Okay, so the death card comes about when it's time for us to make a choice, when it's time for us to finally close those doors of fear, of not having enough or feeling like we don't have enough, of just limiting beliefs, okay? And so that being said, this is an opportunity for rebirth, Sagittarius. The death always comes in to close all of these doorways that are not serving us, so that other doorways open, so that there is a rebirth of our energy, so that we can refocus our energy into something that we truly desire to bring about. We can refocus the energy into something that we want to change, and we're finally able to do so, okay? So that's how this energy is feeling for this week, Sagittarius. So we're gonna move on to your Monday and Tuesday. So on Monday and Tuesday, there is the Knight of Cups. Mr. Prince fucking Charming himself. Every time I always see the Knight of Cups or any type of knight, it really does depend. Okay. So for sure, the Knight of Cups, because it's a water energy, is the fucking Prince Charming of all fairy tale romances. All right. So this guy or gal, it could be a feminine and a masculine. It doesn't matter. They are very romantic to the core. Like, talk about fucking Disney fairy tales. This is who this person is. Happily ever afters, butterflies in your tummy, a whirlwind romance type of thing, okay? So it feels like as soon as you close those doors with the death card, as soon as you leave whatever needs to be left behind in the past, you're gonna be someone like this, someone who is enthusiastic, who really believes in true love, who's enthusiastic for the future, as well as who's gonna make you feel that way too, who's gonna really be supported or supportive of your emotional state, but also have that, rescuer, Prince Charming type of energy behind it, because they really do love you. Even if they don't know you completely yet, they're just so heart-centered and so brave that they're so willing to just make you happy. Okay, these are people that are your best friends, but they don't know it yet, or you don't know it yet. This is the type of energy that I feel is coming in for you, that knight in shining armor, the rescuer energy, the savior energy type of feeling that I'm getting. So this is someone who's going to teach you about your emotions and to accept them, as well as to help you believe in love again. Okay, so it's definitely a very positive card. So next one is the Page of Cups. A lot of water energy here. It has to do with your emotions, Sagittarius. So the Page of Cups is a need for you to express yourself through the work that you're doing, okay? It feels like there is a need for you, Sagittarius, to finally step into what it is that you're passionate about, and to express that through the knowledge that you've gained throughout the years, or even possibly going back to school to get a certification on something that you really want to, or you've been wanting to work with or work at, okay? So it feels like it's a passion for humanitarian mission. It feels like it's a passion for people, okay? It really does feel that way, Sagittarius, where you're here to assist in so many ways other people, and to moving away from the, I would say, the victim mentality into the empowerment mentality for a lot of people around you, okay? And so it feels like you're definitely going to be placed in a position of authority soon as you learn more about your passions and how to really gain footing on your education and what you need to take, like courses or schooling, to get there, to be legit, I guess you could say, all right? To be the subject matter expert. And that is definitely gonna help your emotional state, where instead of being pessimistic about your future, you're gonna be super optimistic and super enthusiastic about what's to come, all right? So here we go for the weekend. Oh, and this is what you're gonna finally walk into, you know, as soon as you shut those doors and go into learning or getting to know someone who is really passionate and really open about their emotions and connecting to them. And then finally you stepping into the student role and getting what you need to get in order for you to accomplish your goals. Here you are, you're sitting on your throne, Sagittarius, as the King of Wands. Someone who is optimistic, enthusiastic, courageous, as well as extremely charismatic. You guys are so funny. But always has that kingly type of attitude where, hey, yes, I'm a good person, I'm funny, and I'm fucking hot, but I could fucking be like someone that you don't mess with as well, okay? So you're the full authority pretty much, all right? So you become the ruler of your kingdom eventually, all right, Sagittarius, but you're taking those steps towards that with this week when you're closing those doors, when you're going through that death cycle and rebirth cycle. So the rebirth comes with this rescuer, then you move on to finally pursuing your goals, and then bam, that's the future that is going to come in soon, okay? So that's all I have for you, Sagittarius, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.